Tonight with less than 2 hours left to finish a long to-do list at the state capitol. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have already said they expect a special session to finish up the state's budget for the next 2 years. Danny Spiewak is live at the Capitol with the latest from their and his marathon session today. Hi, Danny.
Hey there. Well, lawmakers really are working all the way up to this 11:59 p.m. deadline in the last hour or so. The Senate came back to pass a policy bill, and the House is coming back here shortly to pass funding for state and local governments. But a lot of negotiations today still unresolved and happening behind closed doors as leaders plan for a special session.
With the deadline approaching in just 2 hours,
they're probably going to run up against the clock.
State lawmakers still haven't finalized more than half of their budget bills, including two of the largest areas of the budget, education and health and human services.
Look, these are hard compromises that had to be made. There's passion around these issues.
That means special session.
We're heading to overtime, we know that, but we're here to talk about the why.
In the tied House, DFL lawmakers accused Republican colleagues of stalling, with renewed attempts at rolling back programs like paid family leave.
What they're using their power for in this particular moment is to try to get concessions that are unrelated to the general budget.
Democrats say the budget agreement last week between Governor Walz and legislative leaders put issues like paid family leave to rest, other than a small adjustment in the cap on payroll taxes to fund it. GOP House Speaker Lisa Demuth disagrees.
There's bipartisan desire to make additional changes to paid family medical leave before it even rolls out. That was not part of the global agreement.
She says her caucus isn't stalling, but rather doing the work of a divided legislature.
Minnesota legislature right now is 101 Democrats, 100 Republicans, and equally tied here in the House. We knew it was going to be difficult, but we were ready to get to work and do that right away. You've seen compromise all the way through.
Although the House and Senate held some floor sessions on deadline day,
members, please vote yes.
Most of the final negotiations happened behind closed doors between legislative leaders and the governor. Governor Walz says he won't call a special session until he knows the budget bills will pass.
Finish this thing up now.
Now, one issue we had heard a lot coming into deadline day today was that whole thing over undocumented health care. A lot of DFL members were upset at their leadership for striking a compromise with Republicans that will end access to Minnesota care for undocumented adults at the end of the year. But that has not been an issue today. Democrats are not going to shut down the budget over that issue, and that will be passed as its own bill here, probably in a special session. Back to you.
All right. Thanks for keeping an eye out for us, Danny.